What's going on, YouTube? So today what we're doing with the 2J is we're actually going to put the water pump back on, which I have here. Brand new OEM. We're going to change all the gaskets around here and all the O-rings that go in here. And then we're going to actually put the tensioner pulley and the timing belt on the motor today. So we're going to get to it right now. Alright, so right now what we're doing is we're going to take this front O-ring off right here that connects the water pump to the block. We're using a pick right here, just something to get behind the O-ring. Then you want to work your way around and get behind it, and you're going to pull it away like that. You can see how beat up and all the coolant gel actually on the O-ring. So it's good we're changing that. And then we're just going to clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna get like a flathead screwdriver and just slowly clean that up. So what we're doing right now is we're actually gonna take this water neck off. Chris had a good point. So when this water neck connects to the water pump, it uses this. And pretty much what I have to do is it's either take both of these out, weld it, or I'm gonna take both of them out and then tap it. It's still up in the air. We're not really sure exactly what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna pop this off. It's just two 12s real quick, and then it's off, and then we'll start with the water pump. All right, Chris, what are you doing right now?
We're gonna blow all the leaves, dirt out of the spark plugs.
Yeah, see all the spark plug holes? They're all really fucking shitty. So what he's doing is putting compressed air.
You don't want to pull the plug out of the shit next, it's gonna fall into the cylinder.
I cleaned up the actual O-ring surround, if you want to call it that, just so it gives it a nice mating surface for the O-ring to the water pump. So now what we're going to do is grab the water pump. Yeah, so it's just a flat surface. And then we're going to put it on, bolt it down, and then torque it down, make sure everything's nice and even and solid. Alright, so what we're doing right now is we're actually starting to pull the plugs just to get an idea on how abused this motor is. I mean, it's not going to really tell a lot, but it'll tell enough if the motor is garbage or not. We really have no idea. But so far, all the plugs look to be intact and actually not looking half bad. They all have an even burn on them. And right now is just putting all these bolts back in. There's 5 of them. And just hand tight right now, and then we're gonna equally put pressure on it and tighten it. So what we're doing is we're torquing down the water pump to 20 pounds. 20. Alright, so it's evenly 20 pounds all around. I have no idea what we're listening to right now. And then what we're gonna do, my bad, is change the gaskets to the little pipe on it and stick that in there. And that's really it. Water pump's installed, and then we're gonna go to the pulley setup and the belt. So right now it's the same concept as what we did. You're gonna use a pick, get behind the gasket, the O-ring, and then just rip it off. Garbage, same thing over here. Get behind it with the pick. Same thing, rip it off. All right, now we're gonna install, it's really clean, so we're gonna install the new O-rings. All right, real simple. So you have your O-ring, and this is the water neck pipe. Just pretty much like that. Done, and then this goes right here. Oh, wow, that's actually really hard to put in. All right, we're gonna tap it with a hammer, I guess. Use the small hammer, just light taps. There's no need to fucking send it. And that's nice and solid in there. So now what we're gonna do is throw the timing belt on, and then we're gonna do the tensioner and the pulley, and that's pretty much it. So before we throw the timing belt on, I just wanna make sure that everything's in the same mark, so same place. So you have the 2 marks on the cams that are supposed to touch these 2 dimples. So this is top dead, and we really didn't touch anything or move anything in the front, so it should be perfect. All right, so me and Chris just learned a quick little lesson. To actually get this on, you gotta pop this off the bottom, throw the tensioner pulley on, and then you could just slip it right back on, because this is gonna not be in your way. You can see you have room now. So now what we're gonna do is, that's the actual tensioner, and see that pin right there? That holds the rod down from pushing here. So now we're gonna put this on and equally torque it down, and then pull the pin, and this will compress like that, and the timing belt's on. That's the tensioner right there. Make sure to apply equal pressure. So now we're gonna make sure this is nice and tight, because this does have a decent amount of tension on it. So just give it 2 cranks, and that's tight. Now we're gonna go over everything, make sure everything's pretty solid, because the second that we pull that pin, there's gonna be a nice amount of tension on this. Everything looks really solid. All the teeth are matching up and everything like that. So that's it. It's pulled. Now there's tension on it. It's,
You gotta like give it
yeah, you just gotta spin it around a couple times. What we're gonna do actually is put the crank pulley back on and spin it around. But main thing is it's all set up that it's still at top dead center. So that's pretty much it for the front cover. We did the water pump, tensioner pulley, and the timing belt. So next is gonna be actually putting all the covers back on and putting all the pulleys back on. Yeah, alternator we're gonna throw it back on, and that's pretty much gonna be the front. Okay. All right, guys. So stay tuned for car check with Josh. It's gonna be on this channel, and probably during the week. It's gonna pretty much go over everything that Josh has done with the car, suspension, all the fun stuff. So you could check in and see everything about that. Also, if you're on Instagram, follow us at Front Street Drift Club. Like and subscribe our YouTube channel,